Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Estate. It's Danny Elliott. We're live. I wasn't ready. Today I got a story for you from Oklahoma City, and we got a man facing foreclosure despite years of on-time payments. Let's go to KFOR Boomer News 4.
And now his family may lose their home after making more than 125 grand worth of payments.
And if you're sitting at home scratching your head about how this is happening, News 4's Mecca
How is this happening?
to explain.
Mecca, what happened?
David Ortega signed a purchase agreement to buy the house from Home Masters LLC. What he didn't know, Home Masters didn't own the property outright. Instead, they had a mortgage on it.
All right, so this is a seller finance deal where the investor is Home Masters LLC and David Ortega is the buyer. And this is one of those deals where investors will pick up cheap property that needs a ton of work, and then without doing any repairs on the property, they will turn around and sell it to a tenant buyer for a cheap money down, $7,000 down, $665 a month, and they'll say, "Hey, I'm going to give you a great deal on this house. You can live in it, you can fix it, or you can leave it the way it is. But you're going to get a super cheap asset, and you're going to get a home for a lower price than you would get anywhere else in this neighborhood." And then as the buyer, you can decide if you want to fix it or not. But you're required to make payments over time. And obviously you have to make your payments on time, or else the investor can simply foreclose on you. So
mortgage that hasn't been paid.
And I feel stupid for being bamboozled.
David Ortega is a business owner who also
you see this house?
thought he was a homeowner. Now he fears he's a victim of real estate fraud. He says he purchased his Northwest Oklahoma City home from a private mortgage company, Home Masters LLC, out of Edmond in 2009.
2009. What do you think happened here? Right? Somebody was living in here, probably paying nothing to live here. They lived here for years. They trashed the place. It was a party house. And then, finally Uncle Rio came, REO, bank owned. They took the house back. Some investor shows up at the auction, gets the house, buys it from the bank for pennies on the dollar, and then turns around and sells it to this guy on seller finance.
Put $7,000 down, purchased it for $70,000. I've been paying $665 a month for the last 15 years. When I did the calculations, it's about $126,000 total that I've paid into the.
Yep, $126,000 principal and interest. And it looks like he still owes about $45,000.
Home. The day after Christmas, I got served with papers.
Court paperwork from the Oklahoma County Court Clerk's office telling Ortega his home is in foreclosure. A representative for the county told him.
And he's like, "Oh, hi, yeah, I'm looking for your."
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead don't live here, man. This is my house.
And I'm like, "Well, this is my house. So they don't actually live here. They live in Edmond."
Ortega
yeah, Beavis and Butthead are the investors. Home Masters LLC. So this is the deal right here. It's standard agreement, real estate agreement for deed, land contract for deed. Depending on what state you're in, it's gonna be called something different. It might not look like this. This is one from the aughts, so it's been updated since then. But basically, he's in second position to these guys right here. These are the investors. And these guys apparently stopped paying their creditors. So now Mr. Ortega is in trouble and he could lose his house, even though he has never missed a single payment.
Showed us a document from 2009 when he agreed to purchase the home. For the past 15 years, he says he was paying his mortgage each month to the company listed here, Home Masters LLC.
And Home Masters LLC has to pay their creditors too.
That company is owned by the same man who owns the home Ortega has been living in and paying for during all these years. But when we looked at the ownership documents for this home, we can see the man's wife's name listed as the owner on a completely different mortgage. Apparently, that mortgage has not been paid since March of 2024. The mortgage company now wanting the entire balance to be paid in full.
According to the paperwork, Home Masters LLC still owes them $44,000.
Yep. So that's the deal. He bought a house that had debt on it, and so that means the investor borrowed against the house at some point, and obviously nobody ever told him. So
Means someone appears to have been collecting Ortega's monthly payments, but not actually paying the mortgage, which now leaves the home in foreclosure.
yeah, so what's going on here? He's still taking payments from Ortega, but he's not paying his lender. So he took out debt against the house. He pulled money out of it, and now he stopped paying, and now this guy's in trouble, and he's going to get kicked out, even though he's never missed a single payment.
Ortega said his monthly payments went to this address in a gated community in Edmond.
Okay, Mecca's getting closer. It looks like she's going to figure out who Home Masters LLC is. Now we know it's Pipe Doctors. So she must have found this guy somehow. I wonder how. So she probably knows who he is. She'll say who he is, I'm sure. Here she comes. She's going to hit him over the head with the microphone.
We went to the location. I also tried calling the owner's cell phone. No response.
Your call has been forwarded to an
The owner.
automatic voice message system.
Who is he? Who is Home Masters LLC? I wonder if we'll find out.
We noticed a van
Is it the cat?
in the driveway for a company called Pipe Doctors. We called that company, but the person who answered hung
The person. And how do you?
up as soon as we mentioned the name of the man who lives here.
These guys are so goofy, I tell you,
I'm a
man.
fraud victim myself.
Now Ortega is scrambling to understand.
You taking foreclosure shots for the bank, Mecca? You're gonna take it up the street, down the street picture? Make sure you get one of the front of the house and the back of the house.
And what he can do before he and his family lose the home they've been paying on for 15 years.
I'm just a father, family man, trying to make it. I don't have that much money. I put everything into my business.
I mean, obviously, that's why he bought the deal. He doesn't have a lot of money, so seller finance, on an asset like that works pretty good. You're gonna put sweat equity into the deal, and then once you finish making your payments, it doesn't. Of course, there was no investigative reporting whatsoever on this report. We don't know how many years are on Mr. Ortega's mortgage. We don't know what his payoff balance was or whether he was getting closer. I mean, 15 years is a long time. Usually these are like, they're going to give you 7 years or they're going to give you 10 years. He's been there 15. I mean, I don't know if they gave him a 30-year note. That's a pretty good deal. But, you saw the condition of the house. So is it? I mean, like this, I don't know. I mean, Oklahoma City, it's a cheap place. I know it's kind of more on the Jackson, Mississippi, Detroit, Michigan, Cleveland, Ohio end of things. It's not on the Los Angeles or New York City or Miami end of things. Let's just put it that way.
And I'm really not sure what to do.
This afternoon, we tried
Well, we got to figure out who Home Masters LLC is. I wonder if Mecca's going to tell us.
again to reach the man who has been collecting Ortega's
The man.
payments all these years.
The man who's been collecting the payments all these years. So are we going to say who he is? So that way, other community members from Oklahoma City don't do business with this guy?
Although he didn't confirm his identity, he told us Ortega has, quote,
who?
nothing to worry about. He said he is working with a bank to resolve the situation, but when we asked him which bank, he said, quote, don't worry about it. We will keep following this story.
Oh, I'm worried about it. I want to know who he is. All right, so let's go. Let's look at this house. All right, so here's. Oh, look, it's his house. This is the house. Looks like it, right? Yep. So we just got a street view, I guess. But, this is it right here. We just saw Mecca reporting live from the driveway. And this is the deal he got, with that roof. And, that's the house right there. So I don't know, 186 is that really you guys telling me, you guys in Oklahoma, is this neighborhood a 186,000 kind of neighborhood or a 200,000 or a 250,000? I don't know. But he bought the house for 70,000. If he continues to make his payments, he's going to have an asset that's worth 187,000 bucks. It's really not. It's not too bad, right? You paid 70, you can get out for 200 maybe if you list it, and you get someone that really likes it. But you have to fix it up, obviously. So who the hell is these pipe masters? Let's see. Oh, the Pipe Doctors LLC. Look, 16121 Bluff Circle. Let's see if that's, is that the same? Oh, look, there's the house with where the cat was. Yep, that's the house right there. Looks like the same one to me. And okay, pipe doctors. Oh, look, Homer Tipton. Let's see if this is really the same guy, though. We don't want to call him out if it's not him. Let's look. And Homer Tipton. Well, he's got a lot of addresses here. Oh, wait, look. 16121 Bluff Circle. Yup. Isn't that the same? Oh, that's right. Yep, that's where Mecca was with the cat. Right? The cat was wagging her tail. She's like, I don't like this one right here. But yeah, Homer Tipton. Wait, let's really be sure though. We don't want to call anybody out, all right? Let's see if there's any businesses. Oh, look at that. Home Masters LLC and Pipe Doctors LLC and OK House Buyers LLC and Plumbing Masters. So, Homer Tipton, pay your creditors. Stop being a deadbeat, Homer Tipton from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I don't know why they don't want to call him out. Maybe Pipe Doctors LLC is doing business with Boomer News Channel 4. Maybe Pipe Doctors LLC advertises on Channel 4 Drive-By News. I don't know. But, this is real shady behavior from an investor from Oklahoma City named Homer Tipton. So if you guys are looking to buy a house and you're looking for a fix and hold, a fix and live in kind of deal, and you're going to do seller finance, if you see a house that looks like this with a sign in the yard that says, for sale by owner, no bank qualification, 7,000 down, no credit required. If you see something like that, you really want to look up the asset. You really want to find out if there's debt on the asset. And you want to look up this guy and see if he's doing any deals like this, or see if he's got any other houses on his list of assets that are in foreclosure. Like, I guarantee you, if you go through these houses, all these houses here, these are all his houses that he bought, and he probably sold on seller finance or lease purchase or whatever. And I guarantee you go through some of these, maybe not the Hawaii one. Looks like he's got stuff in Hawaii. That's nice. I'm sure that's expensive stuff. But yeah, Oklahoma is not an expensive place. So, people are looking for a good, cheap deal, but you really got to be careful. You got to make sure there's no debt on the asset you're buying. And you got to just, keep on top of it too. You want to do a title search. I would call a real estate attorney. I would have them take a look at the contract. They were showing you all the paperwork, flipping through all these pages, like, trying to demonstrate for the viewers in the nursing home that, oh my God, look at this paperwork. No one would ever read any of this. He paid $125,000. How come he didn't get the house by now? You guys have to have a real estate attorney, an expert, look at this stuff, because a real estate agent is not going to help you in a deal like this. Real estate agent doesn't want to get involved because they can't get any commission out of it. So it's one of those deals where you really need to be represented by an expert, or you could have someone who knows something about real estate take a look at it for you, potentially. An investor that you do trust, that's not a scam artist or a scumbag. But yeah, just be careful out there if you're going to buy these deals, because, I know that this is what happened. He got this house at auction, and then he turned around and just sold it on seller finance. And then he doesn't care what happens to it. Obviously he has all of these houses here. So if he's out over his skis and he owes money and he can't pay now because he's over leveraged, he's going to take the cheapest asset that he has and stop paying on it, because he doesn't care if it goes, right? Like, he doesn't want to lose this house, right? 16121 Bluff Circle, right? He wants to keep this house because that's a pretty house, right? But he doesn't care about this house, right? If he's going to lose one, he's going to lose this one. That's the one he's going to let go. And, you know, David Ortega's, he's the kind of guy who's going to get screwed in the deal. So you guys just got to be careful out there. So I saw this video just came across my feed on the MSN thing, and I was like, oh man, I bet they're going to, you know, tell us a bunch of stuff on this report that's just going to confuse the crap out of everyone. And it did. So I said, why don't I make a video about it? We'll talk about this one. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the show today. Please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more. I appreciate you watching. And I'm Danny